You're gonna have to turn it off. Yeah. Hey, Lily Miss Purple. Yeah, man.
Let me just turn my phone off because it's. I did have the notifications turned off on WhatsApp, but
Yeah, what's it? I put it on silent.
I don't mind the little clicks and stuff. But I'm using a different browser for it now. I use that Opera.
Oh, is that what you're
And
using now?
yeah, you can use Messenger and WhatsApp in the browser. So even if you're playing a YouTube video or something, you don't have to, switch tabs or anything.
Yeah. Hey,
Yes,
Craft. Hey, Julie.
hey,
Solo. Hey, Lavina. I'm just getting me a losing before you say, right, listen, I'm co-piloting again today.
yeah, I think we've got a third one coming up.
Well, hello there, little lady. How you doing?
You're not on mute, so
What you saying? Booter, 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 Dave. Tell us to jog on.
are you there or have you pressed it by accident? Hi, Laurie. Oh,
Booter.
I'm going to
Hi, Lorraine. Yeah, play peekaboo here. Peekaboo. You know. You're not going out. I've just took you out. You can sit and wait now. Not happening, mate. Not happening. Uh, yeah, innit?
That'll be your
Right,
telling you
so
off now.
who is? Yeah. Is she Brie? No, no,
That
it's
little
not. No.
beeping.
Yeah. So come on then.
Hope
I'm your
your voice
co-pilot
not
today, mate.
connected. She's. Oh.
I want to turn it down, aren't I?
Yeah, it's just. It's going.
I'm a mute. I'm muting them. Muting them.
It's just going crazy on YouTube, isn't it?
You are, darling. Well,
Oh,
I was supposed to be going live tonight, but I was going to do the UK and USA version at Slang, but then Dorothy dropped a community post and with Scar on, bless her, and so she's going to pop on live tonight, and I didn't want to. I wanted to be in there tonight. Do you know what I'm saying? So, Little Miss Purple, what you jumping down for? You playing peekaboo with chat, mate?
yeah, we couldn't hear you,
Hi,
LMP. So,
James. Yeah.
but yeah, then so what went on in Wobby's life then? Because you were saying that he
Right,
was full of.
listen. I don't disagree with some of the stuff Robbie said, but you cannot compare a true crime channel to a documentary, mate. And you can't compare Patreon to paying for a subscription online, as in Hulu, as in Netflix. It don't work like that. Right, listen. So if you're watching a true crime documentary, say on Netflix, or you have the choice. You have the choice to, watch it. It is a description. Obviously, it tells you. I mean, it's a bit obvious if you're watching a serial killer thing, you know what's going to be there.
Yeah,
But you see, the elephant in the room is she's a Terminator creator. Don't care why you try and spin it, mate. She's a Terminator creator, and she shouldn't be here. And she made money on exploiting a little boy's autopsy photos. I don't care who agrees and who don't agree, mate. They both did, and it should never have happened. Have they got no? They got no empathy. Leave this family alone, especially after this family's come out. The mother, the father. the grandmother asking for it to stop. There's no human compassion there. Now I do true crime, as you know, as well, and I do the trials now. Obviously, because I'm in the UK, as you know, Dave,
Mm.
I'm allowed to stream the trials on under two conditions. I can either do it 2 hours behind the original broadcast, or I can do it a day later. Now, luckily, the photos were blurred out, but I put it in the description and I put it to an 18 anyway, because I don't want to be seeing that. And I put warnings right throughout the live chat. So, but you can't I would never have shown it anyway. Never. And that's the problem. You know what I mean? As a mother, a grandmother, she never even covered the case to start with. Hey, Nikki, all right, darling? She never covered the case. It's just a cash grab. That's all it is, mate. And she sat on her channel yesterday, and the deflection were real. Seriously, it's a hate campaign against me. I did nothing wrong. You sold Patreon at a level. You couldn't go higher because that girl had gone $3, so you couldn't go higher. But she could have done. She would have done. Tell you now, anything to make that quick extra buck. That's what it all boils down to. And there's no compassion there. There's nothing. And I tell you something, this will be downfall at pairing them. And you know what? They bring it on the sense, mate. That's all I can say. Because now we've got a lot of people looking, and a lot of people taking notice. And you know what I mean? So, and I hope to God the family do go legal. I really do. Really
Yeah,
do. So, eat what you say,
I
mate. That's all
know
I can say.
I know one of the creators reached out to the family, and they've been basically told don't even think
Was
of
told to stop.
reaching
They
out.
didn't stop. But what's it? Patreon took them down. Took them down, and they paused Natasha Cooper's. But just in Robbie's chat just a minute ago, Jilly Bay, which is one of Natasha Cooper's mods, said she'd sorted it out with Patreon and it'd been re-uploaded. Now, whether the photos have gone, I don't know. But it's TOS. It's breach of them as well. She broke rules on there. So I don't care what they try and justify it or try and spin it whatever way. It's sick, mate. It is sick. And that's all I'm going to say on it. Because honestly, it makes me blood boil, mate. Honestly. Anything to
Well,
make
they
that
should.
mate.
Well, somebody was. I don't know if it was a news reporter I'd seen or I heard it on a
Brian Engine, my News Nation. He was talking about it.
Makeup Monster, who's
Yeah.
a creator. She was saying that they should maybe donate all the money they've made from it and give it to a charity.
Do you really think she's going to do that? No.
No,
Like she did with
no,
Gabby
because
Petito case. Oh, okay. Okay. People know different, darling. People know different.
I mean, 150 quid or whatever she made out of it. I mean, and we were on about Cooper. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
she'd be sweating all night because she won't be able to get down to the casino.
Well, she was getting ready yesterday, so she was talking about it yesterday. So, well, she was getting ready to go to casino. So, you're right, Angela. So, people, right, listen, the elephant in the room, apart from selling children's photos, she's determined to create it. I don't care how you spin it. She shouldn't be here. She shouldn't be profiting off of photographs on Patreon and pushing her links, because she pushed her links on a community wall for a start. They both did. But she blamed it all on Merb. Now, yeah, there's history between them. But other people they're all looking now. And I tell you something, if this has gone nuts, mate, on Twitter, it's crazy. Obviously, other people are looking into it. It's now making Fox News. It's making News Nation. Even Wifeland's covered it. Do you know what I mean? And what's it? A lot of people are talking about it. And they're disgusting, though. That's all I can say. They're disgusting.
I saw a little bit of Merb's live, and all she went on, basically because the attention was away from her, she made it all about herself. Actually, in the live she did either this morning or our time or last night. So That's why Sagacious put that community post up. She really is.
But so
I mean,
what's she believes, girls? I'm going to argue with you there, right? About I think at this point creators are making money off it, and so is she. She's got her PayPal running along. She's got her PayPal running along, and she made money on these pictures. So, and she's a Terminator creator, and I don't care what you say. She shouldn't be here, and she owes people apologies. She owes the family an apology for a start, and she needs to be shut down. She's sick, mate. I don't care whether you like her or
this
not. What she's
this
done is
isn't
disgusting.
this isn't the first case that autopsy photographs have
No.
possibly been leaked. The Fucci case. Do you remember the lad that stabbed the
Yeah.
cheerleader?
Yeah.
They've just pulled a law. They've just put a law straight through the state, and I think it bans people from actually getting hold of any autopsy photographs, especially of children. Now, if they can do it, every other state can do it because over
Well, then
here
you're part
you
of the
can't.
problem, then, Blues Girl, because you're encouraging it. So shame on you and all. Yeah, and I know it was court case photos, but just saying it's over. She never covered the case, right? And people like you who pay for this woman to be on this platform and on Patreon, man, I don't know how you can sleep, mate. Honestly, seriously.
I mean, it doesn't matter how old the person is. It doesn't matter if it's a
It's
preteen,
an
teen.
11-year-old little boy who should be, has some common decency. Where's your human empathy? Where's all that? I don't care whether she blurred it out or not. It shouldn't be shown. It was shown during a live trial. Is that not enough? Do you know what I mean? Why you got to gawp over them now? Leave that family alone. Anything to make that bit of money. That's all it boils down to, money. It's sick, mate. And people who support her are sick as well. And they are. So I presume you'll be leaving my channel. It's all right, mate. It's all good. Sweet. Okay.
The trouble is, like I say, it doesn't matter how old the person is. I mean, if it's a case of murder, no one should be able to get their hands on any autopsy photographs at all. If you want to go to the trial and you see it for yourself, when they put it on the screen of the scene, the morgue scenes and all that, perfectly fine. But how the question still boils down to is how would every individual in here or any other chat feel if their loved ones, regardless of the age, were handed willy nilly on websites for money?
Look, listen, it's a different ball game when you're in a live court, right? They have to be shown. They have to
Well,
be
yeah,
shown
yeah.
to help convict the person responsible, right? And people have that choice to look or not, but to show them afterwards when you wasn't even in that case, and it's sick, mate. Especially a child, an innocent little child, what didn't deserve that. And it does not need to be paraded now. Why, even after his death, is they're making money off a little boy, and it's disgusting. I don't care. Our people spin it, mate. It's sick. It's sick.
And it's like I said the other day. As soon as the judgment has been has been stated, guilty or not guilty, those photographs should be sealed automatically.
Yes, they should, and they should bring a law in, especially protecting minors, especially
Because
minors.
over here you can't. I mean, our
No,
records are closed.
no, you can't do. I mean, you can't. They don't do that shit over here. It's a good job in it. I mean, obviously, America needs to update the laws over there. Obviously, because it should never be shown. Shouldn't. Why? Because
I
there is
think it's
people out there. There's some sickos out there, mate. Right, who get off on things like this. Just saying. Where do you think Live Leak come from? Where do you think all these torture porn and all these sadistic mate, there's that many out there just saying, and people do, and it's sick. It's sick, and you don't live. you don't know who's downloading them pictures now because you put them on your Patreon behind a £3. Anybody can join it, darling, and watch it. And that goes to both of them. Do you know what I mean? So they're part of the problem as well. And they are. Do you know what I mean? And there is some sick, sadistic people out there. And there is.
Always no. What we're saying is, it's all right to debunk the rumours.
I
That's
wouldn't be
fine.
even entertained even trying to debunk the rumours, mate. End of the day. What's it? No. It should never been
But what
put for that option from YouTube on a community post, right? To click this link to pay a £3 paywall on a Patreon tier, right? To even view them. It should never have happened in the first place. Hi, Ginger, all right, darling? And then people saying that they just went on there just to see. No, it's morbid curiosity. It's sick and it's twisted, mate. I don't care how you spin it. But that's my opinion on it, right? Obviously, people have got different opinions on it. But just saying, just keeping
well,
it real.
I mean,
That's it, because
they're
I wouldn't
used.
want my child laid on a morgue slab for people to gawp at. I'm telling you now. Touch wood.
I
You know what
mean,
I'm saying?
we're used to like the GDPR laws and the you know records
I
that are
know she's a
closed
lovely
anyway.
person, Ginger. I'm not saying that, darling. I'm just saying. I wouldn't have even had curiosity to see if it was true or not. Wouldn't have even gone there. But like I said, people have got their own minds to do what they want.
So I just hope YouTube
Hi,
starts
toxicity. All right,
enforcing
darling.
its, once you ban, you banned. They should start enforcing that now, especially after what's happened. This case, and there'll be a hell of a lot of creators that'll be banned on the platform. I would
Hey,
imagine.
what's it? There's a lot of people talking about it now, so it's only a matter of time, darling. It's only a matter of time, isn't it?
Oh yes, but is it? I mean, is it just money
Exactly.
they're after, or is it just?
And I agree.
But
Toxicity, exactly right. I mean, like I said, I covered the whole trial from start to finish, and luckily, like I said, I put it behind a 918, which I did, and what's it? There was blurred out anyway, so you couldn't see them. Plus the camera angle, which I wouldn't have liked to. I wouldn't have shown them anyway. Do you know what I mean? But there was warnings throughout the chat. There was warnings in the description for people to skip that part, and I gave the exact timestamps when obviously the doctor, what's it, would be the mortician, what I'm saying, they would be there, the pathologist, to describe what had happened, because some people don't want to listen to that. Because it's horrific, mate. This is an innocent little boy, what should not be paraded round. Let him rest, man. Let his family grieve, man. Let him leave him be, man. And all this is just, it's sick. It's sick. That's all I'm saying. It's sick.
trouble is, this might not be the first. This probably won't be the first and last case. You're going to get unscrupulous creators, and it doesn't matter whether or not it's on here or on Twitch or any other streaming platform. They get hold of photographs somehow, um, and they show them on their what's it? But you know, if the parents can sue these streaming platforms for allowing it, they should be able to sue the creators as well.
Wow. Is that what she said, Deputy? What's it? She has got no. Do you know that woman? She's disgusting. But I remember Natasha digging on other people and showing pictures of babies of people what she didn't know. So about her grandchild's picture was leaked. She puts a child on camera. She puts a family on camera. Do you know what I mean? So that's how she gets all these donations, because she ropes them in. So she is a sick piece of shit. That's all I'm saying. But
But
that's my opinion. I think she's just disgusting. You're right, Beyond.
she's,
Right, I've just got to let the dog out. I apologise because he will not leave me alone. Right, 2 seconds. Sorry.
but the thing is, we got to remember Natasha Cooper. How many people did she trust with that? Was it a diary of her daughters or something? She trusted 6 people she's never met, and then it got leaked over. Who was it? Lycans. I think it was Granny that leaked it. Granny's watching that leaked it to Lycan. So she's not. The thing with Natasha Cooper is she comes out as if she's got brains, and yet she does stupid things. I'm trying not to swear on here today. I'm trying to behave. With the thing is, Deputy, it doesn't matter if not. In fact, I think there's another creator that did similar thing with these photographs. I don't know if it was on Patreon. I heard it earlier, very briefly. But what shocked me was you can go, because it becomes public record or something, unless it's been sealed, you go in and pay for everything. Now, to us Europeans, and it doesn't matter if we're Brits or Irish or Swedish or German, that just makes you look like everything is a money grab. Because all your records are open. I mean, you complain about doxing, but yet your records are all open. I mean, it's extremely difficult unless you know the person's address and what's it here and in other countries. That's the only way you can dox them.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Well, sorry, it's obviously just sat at the door, mate, going on one because I won't let him out, even though it's just been out, mate. Does it all the time? If it's not him, it's kid. But yeah.
I'm sort of stretched across the bed at the moment, sort of thing.
Hi, Tari. All right, darling. Hi, Rez.
So,
yeah. Look, she just does it right. Listen, let's just throw it out there, yeah. Let's get straight down to it. Anything what gives her pound signs, mate, dollar signs, mate, she's on it. And this time she messed up. She messed up. Like I said, she shouldn't be here. She shouldn't be here. 50 plus channels gone. Come on.
But the thing is, you can actually.
Oh, I had to put Doug out. I had to take Doug out beyond. Sorry. Hey, Larry.
If those records aren't sealed, you can actually go and pay for them. That's what gets me.
You really think she put her hand in her pocket, mate? Did she thought? Sorry.
Well, no, she would have. She would have got it from some. Obviously, somebody would have paid for it, and then she would have paid them.
Look, listen. Some of her mods are fucking Zav's girls' mods. You know what I'm saying? So obviously she got them through her, and they're in a Patreon as well. So obviously they got the pictures through that way. Just saying. So she would never put her hand in a pocket, mate. She's the most tightest, greediest bitch I've ever come across, mate. She's unreal. That's all I can say. She's unreal. I've never known anything like it. And then to sit there and condone and then won't even apologise and to blame it all on Merb. This is the one what's streaming a 24/7, right? And then to say, well, I only got 50 extra people on Patreon and then they unscribed or whatever. I only made $150 or whatever. Shouldn't have made nothing because you shouldn't have put it up in the first place. Neither of them. That goes for both of them. What they both did was sick. It was sick. Simple.
You can't. The trouble is, you can't have, regardless of whether or not one is taking the photographs down.
Yeah,
they should have both have faced the same punishment, and they should have both.
I agree with that, and I agree with that. And yeah, the laws need to be changed. They shouldn't have done it. They shouldn't have done it.
Here's the thing that gets me is, and it's not a criticism. It's something to get you thinking. You Americans always say, well, I'm getting doxxed for this, I'm getting doxxed for that.
Hmm.
because your records are open. That's the pure, simple reason. What's it? Everyone seems to be nosing in everyone's business in America and like over here because we don't give a shit what anyone else does.
Do you know what blows
You know?
my mind, Dave? How easy it is to look people up over there.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Honestly, it blows my mind. You know what I mean? Because right, listen, I have three. Right, apart from what I do on YouTube, I have three big channels on Facebook. Crime, two are private and one's a normal public one. And for me to get the case files on, because obviously one's about the Essex boys. Now that happened 25 years ago. And for me to get the old transcripts and everything, I had to apply to the government, to courts, and I had to wait 6 months, mate. And I had to prove why I needed it. Do you know what I mean? So I got it eventually, but you can't just do that. You have to go through so many legal loopholes. It's a click a button over there, isn't it? Or pay a little fee. Over
Yeah,
here,
it's
crazy.
like in Germany, you're not allowed to know the name of an offender now.
No.
Even
The
even
only thing you
newspapers.
are allowed to know, if you're a parent and you have a child, you're allowed to do Sarah's law and Sarah Payne's law, which is you're allowed to ring up any police station and they have to tell you by law if you have any convicted paedophiles, rapists, or anything regarding children in your area. They have to do that now.
But the reason in Germany, for example, and it's spreading to a lot of other European countries, is the reason they don't name an offender now is not only for privacy rules, it's
Yeah,
because you will get some that will wear that as a badge of honor.
yeah.
It's like when
Oh,
you know
they're
when
lucky on that,
you
darling.
break the law.
Yeah,
But that it's like the Adam Fucci case.
yeah.
They were trying to find a place because I was looking at some of the videos earlier, and they were wondering, well, will we get a fair trial? It's because everyone talks about the thing. Every news, when it's as big as say the Fucci case or the Gannon case,
Okay, darling. Hi, Penny. Right,
you
listen.
know,
Right. I don't agree. Right, this might curveball some people, but I do not agree. Right, listen. Over here, I don't know what it is over in America, but from the age of 10 years old, you can be tried you can be arrested as a minor over here, as you know. And I don't think, right, a child who has committed murder, like like Adam Future, right, this was pre-planned. I mean, he wasn't, I know he was 14, 15 at the time, whatever, but I don't think he should have been lifed off. I don't think they should give him sentences like that because it's just as a child. Yes, what he did was wrong, but as a child, I don't think they should have big sentences like that. Do you know what I mean? And put in a male prison, an adult prison. So, but then again, look what happened with James Bulger. They were both 10 years old, but they were released at 18. They both were. One went
yeah,
out. You know what I mean?
it, it
Thompson
was to
went
do.
out. He had his name changed, as you know, and he's now married, children, and living his life. Venables is another different character altogether. Do you know what I mean? I think he played the bigger role in the murder. He's been back in prison 3 times. He's still in custody at the moment on
Oh,
CP.
yeah,
But he was, whether he gets it, he's under super 24-hour guard now because what's it, is in, well, he's down block at minute because he was supposed to be released not long ago. But somebody got to him when at Screws, paid somebody to get to him. And he got, look, he got the kettle in face with sugar and water. So I'm surprised he's still alive, to be honest. But somebody like him, he should never get out. No. because he goes out to carry on doing what he's doing, and he will kill a kid again, no doubt about it. It's like Pritchard, Colin Pritchard. He's just been
Oh
given. I
God,
can't believe he's just been given. I can't believe they've released him on parole.
yeah, he was. Well, he was pulled back for a short time, wasn't he? And then they say, oh, he's perfectly fine, but he was
It
stalking
was
when he got out.
yeah. It was. Listen, it was photographed outside in a park, darling, across from a score. From a score. The two people, the two young girls he met, he killed and raped were children. Well, they weren't children. They were teenagers, young teenagers. Both of them
Teenagers.
were. And what's it? They get him. But it's like with Essex boys, I mean, one of the people. I mean, we've got two of them who was convicted for it, even though it was corruption through corrupt. They didn't do it anyway. One's still inside. Still should have been released. They both got 23 year. Like I said, it happened 25 years ago. Mick's out now, but Mick was living. But before he was released, he's on parole for the rest of his life with really tough restrictions. But he was like in an open prison towards the end, like 3 years towards he was released. And he got a job. He was doing a 9 to 5 job, Monday to Friday, as a car mechanic. And then going back to prison at night time. But Mick's now 70, 78, I believe. And he's still in the Cat A. And the reason he's still in the Cat A, because he still to this day didn't do it, mate. He'll die in prison. They're trying to get CRR involved now to try and go and get an appeal done. So, what I mean? We've got the police who actually help convict him, by the first British supergrass, as it was known. You know what I mean? Yeah, dodgy buggery, were not. So yeah, of Nichols. But what I'm saying is, he went off to live a life of under a new name, start again. You know what I mean? He was in a police station for what? Over 3 to 4 months, and he made 34 separate statements before they got the right one to take to court. There was nothing to. They was both They was both convicted on no evidence or nothing. They got slammed, mate, pairing them. And the people who
Yeah,
actually
that's
did, yeah, the shooter's still around. He's still alive, and he's very well known, and he's still in Essex to this day, Rettendham, which he is. And the people who
that's why.
organised it, one's in prison, one's not. Do you know what I mean? So they've very well known in London. Big names, big family, mate, big family.
That's why we don't. Apart from
All right,
three major miscarriages of justice
Craft,
that
I'll
we
ring your
had.
passport and tell you later. Can't say it on here, mate. Can't say it on here, no. Innit?
We had three major miscarriages of justice, and it took a hell of a long time. That's why we don't have the
That's why
death
we had our
penalty.
laws changed, though, Dave, and that's what did it, because people was being convicted. That's why we have double jeopardy now. Now in America, they still haven't got that. So if you're tried for a case,
Well, technically they do. If the
no,
judge
no,
orders a
it was changed,
mistrial.
darling. I'm going to argue in that it was
No,
changed.
no. I mean, in America,
Oh right,
if a
okay,
judge orders a mistrial, technically that's
yeah,
double jeopardy.
yes,
But if the
but if you
person
get out,
is
right, listen. Say I was in America now, David, and I murdered one of the girls, yeah. You knew I'd done it. I'll bank your rights, mate. But then it got a mistrial. Went back to court. Got found out guilty, even though I was guilty, right? So you either go private or you can't be tried again. Over here, complete different ball game. Yes, you can,
yeah.
because they changed the law in what 1980 or 1990
No, it was recent. It was
or 2000, 2000,
oh,
2000, wasn't it?
2000, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. What's it? And there's only currently 66 prisoners now on a full life or never get out. Never. There's not many. And a couple of them are teenagers and all. They'll never get out. Never.
I mean the minimum. I mean the minimum you can actually get a life sentence. The minimum before you.
Listen,
you
I
can
could walk
sue
out
them.
my house now, David, right? Yeah, go crackers on the street, go and stab a few people up, kill them, right? Get arrested, get remanded tomorrow, right? If I go guilty straight away, we ain't no trial. I know I'm out again. For good behaviour, mate, I'll be out in 8 years. Trust. Might be on parole, but I know that's how it works. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, you do. How the life sentence hit? I mean, it works in the same way as most countries. You'll get a tariff. So,
Yeah.
say you get 15 years. You have to. I mean, in the UK, you get moved around every so many years. I think to different prisons.
No.
Oh, you
If
do
you,
because the first prison
it
you go
depends on
to
your
is
behaviour for a
usually
start. It depends whether. Listen, like I said, if I got nicked tomorrow, if I did, say if I went off here, like I just said, right? Yeah, got nicked, got remanded. I'd go straight to Peterborough. Used to be Newhall, but I go to Peterborough where I'm on remand. Obviously, I'd get convicted, right? Yeah, they'd probably keep me there or bring me to Newhall. But then, depending on behaviour within, say, 5 year into your sentence, I'd probably end up in Fosternall, right? Which is like a semi-open prison for women. Like, what's it? And I agree with that, Larry. And I said that yesterday on my live. We all live in the modern day page. It's just absolutely crazy over here. Yeah, there is guns about, but we don't have access to guns like the American crowd, right? But people are running down the street with machetes, mate, like it's a fucking gob. It's crazy. And what's it? And we should bring back capital punishment. And I've already said I'll offer to be female version of Albert Pierpoint. I will do that gladly. Because we're forensics, you ought to do so we don't have police corruption. You've got your outside forensics where they can come in, just double check it, make sure it's all above board. And the banter rights, mate. That's what should happen. It's like with convicted P's, right? Personally, they're never going to change, and they never are. I'd bring them into public square. I'd do it in front of people, mate. What's it? Remove the hands, remove the tongue, remove the eyes, remove the the private parts. You know what I mean? They'll never touch, see, or feel a child again. Just saying. But that's me.
Yeah, but it depends if you're on a fixed sentence, though, isn't it? If you're on a life sentence, you'll get a minimum tariff for say 15 years. You'll never get out on that 15 or 20 or whatever years you're
You know what? My
sentenced.
granddad be turning in his grave now. He thought do you know what I mean? But one of my granddads lost his life in World War, and my other granddad, right, yeah, to give us all freedom and hope, right, yeah, to see, if he looked what our country was at this moment, it's a joke, mate. This ain't England. No,
Well,
we are not a
that's
third world country. No offense to anybody, but we're not, and we can't fit. I mean, now have you seen the latest now? The people what are all immigrants. Look, listen, if you're fleeing a war, that's got no problem. But a lot of them are young men who are coming over here being convicted straight away for rape, which they are. There's a lot on it about. And now there's been after the fire, what happened at that hostel, the hotel, not long ago, what caused all these marches, uproar to stop it.
yeah.
Now they're asking people now, citizens of the UK, to not house no.
Well, that was
No,
originally
do
the
not agree with me.
Ukrainians.
It's come out today. What's I've just been reading it.
Originally, the government asked people to take Ukrainian refugees in, and the government would pay the people to do it. But the other trouble is, there's not enough housing for everything to go around. I mean, if you're a genuine refugee, then fine.
Charity begins at home, right? What about our homeless people? What about our people what served in war, who are on the streets now, got nowhere to live? Where's their house? Just saying. But we can bring somebody from a different country who's illegally here and put them up in an hotel, right? Yeah, and then give them 100 quid a day in Tesco vouchers to go and live. They live better than the people who pay taxes in this country, mate. And it's wrong. It's wrong.
Oh, I don't disagree. If you're genuine refugees, let's say you're fighting, you're fleeing what used to be called Burma.
But there's other
You know,
countries, Dave, what are
if you,
near. Have you seen the size of England? It's tiny. We've got, honestly, every day, what were it last year? We had 48,000 people what cross border, mate. Do you know what I mean? Where's everybody going? It's tiny. Blaze, you're not going back out? No. Not pissing about with you today, man. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not a racist. I'm not nothing like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying, I'm being practical, mate. What about the people what are English, who've been born in England and raised in England? They're living on the streets and they can't get somewhere to live because everybody else is what's it? Because they're other people come first. No, they don't come first at all. Just saying. But that's another argument for another day, Dave.
yeah.
Innit? Mate, I'll go on out on this, mate. Trust. No, I tell you what gets me mad though. I mean, it's like I said not long ago. 1 minute, 1 minute. Hello.
I finally got a really nice race, look. But it's
Right, listen. It's like what's it before? Like the reason they burnt that hotel. Do you know why they burnt that hotel down? Right
oh
in
god, no, I
Cornwall,
don't.
Devon. There's a schoolgirl right here next door. A young schoolgirl walking home from school. 14 years old. 5 people. Immigrants has been in country 2 days, darling. Lisa, go out room, please. This 14-year-old child was walking from school at 3 o'clock, just after 3 p.m. Had to walk past this hotel. She was dragged into an alley and gang raped by these 5 people. They was arrested and released later that night, mate. No charges.
Oh yes, I do remember that
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
And that's what caused uproar, mate. And I don't blame them, darling. That poor girl just walking home from school, door. So where's
Surely
justice in that?
Stone's willing to. There's not a group that's willing to take the law technically into their own hands.
Thank you.
And I think like this thing with
Yeah.
the House Lords and stuff like that. We
Latest
should
don't want to be here.
be able to throw them
Sorry.
in.
Sugar. Yeah. Yeah, that happened not long ago, toxicity. That what's it? So that's why there's been all these riots all over England, Scotland, even Ireland recently. Because it's been happening quite a lot. But they don't see nothing wrong in it because in their culture and from where they're from, it's all above board, mate. Well, not over here. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you go on holiday, let's put it this way. You go on a plane, you go into you go into a different country on holiday. And everybody knows there's certain rules you live by. You have to go by that country's law. Am I right? Like in Dubai, you're not allowed to be seen drinking on the streets, or there's certain things you're not allowed to do, right? People who come here should abide by that country's laws. Don't care. End of the day, it's 16. It should be made up. It should be raised. But what's it? But yeah, it's all above board over in their countries. Well, like I said, we're not in. Yeah, we're not one of them. Wow.
Actually, did you know that Saudi Arabia is a big importer of Scotch whiskey? Yeah, it's a country that you're not supposed to drink, obviously, because because it's
Well, my uncle
a
works
country.
in. That's where my uncle works in Dubai, and what's it? All he did, he was arrested on the street, right, for having a drink. He'd just finished work. He didn't know he'd been in country. Not even 2 weeks, mate. 2 weeks. Working. Finished work. Cracked a beer up. Had a swig. Got nicked for it. Crazy. That's how I know. It's mad, isn't it? Hey, Nikki.
Oh God.
Right, listen.
96.
I was listening to our Ginger's award thing last night. Do you say? Listen, it makes me laugh, right? Do you think I've got a thick accent? And I'm not from Yorkshire, in it, because I think somebody said what's it in chat or watching it, and somebody said, "Is she from Yorkshire?" Not from Yorkshire, East Midlands, though. I'm in middle, smack in middle. Oh, crazy!
The further you go up, the heavier the accent. You see, I've got a
Please,
light accent compared with you.
you what, mate?
I say I got quite a light accent compared with you, and I'm down south of
Listen,
the UK.
listen. I'm right. There's Nottingham and there's Nottinghamshire. Well, I was born and bred in Nottinghamshire, right? But I got wise when I got a bit older. I moved to border, mate. So I'm in between. I'm just where I am. I'm just right. Just right. So if I go 2 minutes to right, I'm in Nottingham Town Centre. But and now go 10 minutes to left, I'm in Nottinghamshire, which is massive, by the way. But it's still Robin Hood country, mate, always. But what I'm saying is, when I go back home, if you catch my drift, because that's where all my family are, everybody looks at me gone out because they say I've got an accent from what they have, even though I was born and raised here. Crazy, mate. Crazy. Just saying. Innit? But yeah, I sound a lot like Sophie sounds like me, and so does Lorraine. Little sayings. That's what I mean. I didn't even realise what I used to say until I heard Lorraine talking. And I thought, do you know what? I say that a lot. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
Dave.
definitely breaking up a little bit.
Who, me, Emma? Sorry.
Yeah, a little bit. You went a little bit robotic.
All right then.
But
Anyway, this is your show, so I've been gabbing away. This is yours. Listen, I ain't playing no second best again like I did last time. Yes, Sophie, I see you. Love you, Soph. Just saying.
I don't know. I can't see Sophie.
I
She's
know I'm
often
taking
very
the piss.
quiet
Those
these
who
days.
listen to it. I'm taking the piss, Dave. What's up with you? Calling her out. But I love her. Where's Purple anyway today?
I don't know. She's.
Mate, she's
You
still on
couldn't
naughty
hear her,
step
and
that
then
on.
she dropped.
She's got kids and she's got ladies from school now. Yeah, she's still not naughty step, mate. I let her out a little bit last night, but then I had to play peekaboo and boot her last night, like I did with you.
You did it with me as well, you cheeky sod.
I know I did. That's what I mean. Your
But I
name's
had a
not
lot of
down.
problems.
You what? Not sorry.
Well, no, I had a lot of problems because I needed to update the the Windows security and everything. So I could barely hear you at times, you see. So that's why I was mostly quiet. But
Listen,
you know
don't
what
be
you're like
messing about with no things, mate. Right? I did that last year, and I watched it, and then my email got hacked, mate, and I had to start again. Seriously, I had to start. What I did, honestly. So what's it? I can't. Do you know what? I don't even swap my phone, right? Because what's it? On my passwords and everything. To like obviously because I've got a few apps on my phone. I ain't got a clue how to get into it because if you send them to your email like they do, for code and stuff. That's what I mean. It don't exist anymore on my phone. And then it was actually saved to my last number, but like a prat, I changed it, didn't I? So, but I ain't got access to that SIM card anymore. So, yeah.
just you, woman.
I know. Well, like I said, I was supposed to be going live tonight doing UK and USA slang. But like I said, Dorothy's supposed to be going live. She's here, look. How are you doing? Are you coming up, gal?
Yeah,
Come
I
on, I want
tossed
to hear
it.
I want to hear our
I know
clear
I
voice.
won't get. I know I won't get a word in edge when you two are up.
innit? You love it, really, Dave. Just saying. Yeah. Let's drop it link, mate.
Oh, I have.
Okay. Come on, you're not Nord Step no more. You're free to roam here, darling. Go on, that kid.
It takes her a while because she's hitting towards 40 now. You see, so
Yeah, man. Yo, Dave, man.
you know
Seriously.
what age is like when you get past a certain age.
Listen, I'll always be 21. Do you feel me? Just saying.
Oh,
Innit?
but
I'm still throwing Jan out of plane next year, I've told you.
oh, she's getting some beauty work done, apparently. So it's
No,
probably
I
the
want to talk to you. Come here. I need you. I need to talk to you about something. What's it? Yeah. So I think I scared Jan off. Right. I texted her earlier on. She's ignored me.
oh,
Mate,
she's probably asleep with medication.
yeah. I'll ring her in a bit when Brian's up because I know Brian will answer the phone, mate. What's it? Innit? Do you know what I mean? Since I mentioned the bungee jump and the plane, she seemed down, bless her.
Yeah, no, I never. It's not a case of keeping out with the ladies. It's because they nick my bloody live when these two are on. You see, I can't get a word in edgeways when two or more women are on my
No.
panel for some strange reason.
Listen, I'm co-piloting you, mate. I'm your co-pilot again today. I'm your side bitch, Dave.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, man. Innit? What are you saying, anyway?
it's good to have the elderly up. You see, so. But
Innit?
yeah, it's that one of the Manson cult got
Yes,
released. Was it
yes, she's
yesterday or
hard, man,
today?
isn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did 53 years inside.
Wow. She's
Yeah,
lucky she's out,
that's
mate, because a few of them's been refused, haven't they? One's died, hasn't she? Is one died?
yeah.
Can't remember.
One died a few years ago, and the guy that was involved with Manson, he's still in. He'll never get out. They don't think. But I think
No.
there's two others that are still inside.
The only babies there when they got locked, what, 19? 18, 19?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I think she's here.
Can you hear us?
You?
How you doing now, kid?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, just
yeah.
I don't know what happened before. No, she isn't here yet, so I've just been cracking on with the washing. So I just thought I'd come up and grace you with my lovely gob-shaped presents.
How you doing now, kid?
I'm all right, chick. I'm a bit gutted, like, because I would have had me pop today.
No.
No, I know. I'm not.
That were a very bad decision, mate. Especially
know.
at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday morning, just saying.
Oh my God! Honestly, the idea is hey, do you know
Yeah.
what? Though you can actually buy llamas around here. I'm thinking about getting a pet llama to go in my garden.
What, with
Just
silver
go.
balls, mate?
Everyone said.
Isn't it? Yeah, he is. It technically is, Ginger. He is, yeah.
Yeah, but trouble is they're not all in lingerie and stockings like the old Benny Hill angels used to be.
David,
But,
wash your mouth out with soap. Wrong with you. You'll see enough for our Jan's legs when I throw her out plane, mate.
no, don't give me the images.
I won't tell her. I'm going to tell her. You nasty.
But so what sort of beauty
purple.
work you haven't done?
You're purple.
Ah,
What are you saying?
what?
I said, what are you saying?
I'm being quiet today.
Fucking hell. I'll stick you on notice step more. I'm gonna keep you there for a bit longer, mate. You calm down. Listen,
Yeah,
tomorrow night, yeah?
That's the point. What about these awards we were thinking of doing?
Listen, Ginger's doing it now. If I was going to do an award show, it'd be called the Muppet Show and Crack. That's what I'm calling mine. And there's plenty of volunteers, mate. Trust. We have lots of nominees. Yeah, should we do that? But I'm going to see how Ginger's goes because I know CJ's had backlash off quite a few people for it. Do you know it never ends well, doesn't it? I mean, last year at Mrs. Portland, who were going on one, Mrs. Portland wins this year, and then another two creators go on one. So they're about, isn't it?
It's a case of jealousy, isn't it?
And I only caught 5 minutes on it. I've still got to. I've got to listen to the rest of it. What they were saying, mate, they were in mid flow. But then you text me, Dave, saying you'll be a replay. And what's there? But yeah, it was a bit biased, wasn't it? Really, just saying. Where were our nominees? Angela got a look in. Do you know what? And that's about it. Even Jura came second. Don't fancy her. I mean, what's it? I don't even know who won on that one. I don't know. Even Jura were gutted she didn't win that one. But isn't it?
Oh, she's going live. Joe is going live Thursday with Sagacious, I think, this week. So that should be a good live.
Love you, Ginger. Listen, I'll slip you a tenner. You feel me? Listen, but yeah, I think we'll have to have we're gonna have to do a Muppet Show and Crack awards. That's all I can say. Innit? Listen, I'm gonna put the nominee. I'm gonna organise it, mate. Trust. And it's gonna be to every single person in this community. Trust. We have a few. We have a few. That's biased, Irish Ginger, because she's Irish, and Irish is a beautiful, soft-spoken. But then again, you ain't heard our craft go on one, have you? Because she's a Rottweiler. Innit? When our crafter gets going. Yeah.
I'm surprised she hasn't.
I'm going to record her one night and let you listen. Trust me. Yeah. Mate, you know when she lets loose? She even makes my toes kill. Innit? Sorry, to our craft. Love to pieces. Love your craft.
I'm surprised Craft didn't.
Mate, Craft
telling me off.
All right then, Craft. Okay. Yeah, I know different, darling. Innit? Yeah, I don't even will. I don't even look at my messages, mate, because it could be. I've got 11. Innit? Sort your mouth out. You can't. Love you. I'm only joking.
But you are fake quiet today, Little Miss Purple.
Do you know what I say, Dave? Dave?
Oh yeah.
I say, your name's not Dan, you're not coming in. Boot her. Jog on.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not cool.
I would. Let's see. Well, I'm going to leave you with our purples. I've got to go now. I've got to go in. I've got to go. Because what's it? 1, I've got our Abby ringing me up soon. And 2, I need to sort my daughter out. And 3, I need to sweet talk our innit? Just saying. Love your craft. You're still my number 1 girl. Just saying. So I love you, leave you. I will be in chat. Okay.
I'm gonna.
But I'd still boot Purple, mate. She's ridiculous, mate. Go on, play peekaboo. Go on, boot her. I dare you, Dave. Dare you. Go on then.
Yeah, and then you get the backlash.
Mate, I'll sort her out, mate. Don't worry about her. Look, she's a kid. She's our kid, look. Go on. I dare you. Triple dare. Dave, if you don't do it, I'm never coming up on your panel again. Just saying.
Purple, are you there?
See,
She's
boot
gone
her.
quiet. I
Boot
think
her.
she's going to.
Yeah, guess what?
Oh,
Yo, purple. Yeah,
she
man, I
jumped ship
like
before
it.
I could do it.
Yeah, purple, you got booted.
No, she jumped ship before I could do anything. So
You didn't think you do it. Oh, you're gonna get it now, Dave. Just saying. Love you.
so we
I
going
used to
to
love you.
sort these awards out in a bit. You get
So
time.
when's your then, Ginger? Yeah, because the Muppet Show. Because the Muppet Show. The Muppet Show on Crack Awards. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
me.
and I'll even go
Wonderful.
on the winners. We'll have to discuss prizes. What can we do? I'll do. Do you know what? And the winners of each segment, Star at Show, mate. I'll devote an hour of my time to the star of the show, to each person who wins.
Oh no.
In it, Craft. Love you. You seen it? Yeah, people. Guess what? I didn't listen. It wasn't my fault, mate. He's boss, mate. And now I booted you twice last night, don't trust. But what's it? But can't blame me. I'm only co-pilot. So when's John? When's John then? Ginger. You have to give me a date, mate, so we can all be there. We can live stream it to everyone. Just saying. Listen, people. Do you feel me? I love you. Right, I'm going.
Okie dokie. Where are you going?
Right.
I'm going to go as well.
Love you.
So-
Want to be you. Laters. Listen, I'm not defending you. It wasn't me. It was not me, people. It was Dave. He had the magic button. Laters.
Okie doke. You want me to boot you? I'm going to get my own back on her later. Right, guys, I'm going to get off. And I shall chat. Well, I didn't get much time to chat today because somebody was yapping, but I shall catch you all soon. Thanks for coming in. Bye.